Dragon Drop Podcast. This is episode 9 of the Dragon Drop Podcast. Last week was episode 8. If you guys didn't know, we hit 74 views in the first week on episode 8. So we're looking to get at least 83. 83 views next week.
83.
In the first week.
I say 85.
Pick your finger up right now and hit that subscribe. Hit that like button. Hit us with a comment.
Hit us with a share. Hit us with a tell your mom about it.
Ooh.
You know? We need more moms watching.
Send to your childhood bully. Send them this pod. You know, it's time to break the ice with them. Forgive your childhood bully by sending them a link to our pod.
Okay. Bully someone into listening to the pod.
There we go.
Positive bullying.
Force.
It's okay. It's all right. You can bully.
Bullying's only positive because you're giving your negative energy out. So,
I mean,
I definitely was bullied.
I feel like I was only bullied freshman year by a senior. Specifically, what happened was he took my backpack and put it in the trash can because he was throwing Skittles at me, and I threw them back. So he got mad. But then Jack Anderson, aka Wacko Jacko, our computer science teacher, defended me. So.
Dang,
I think I was a bully. I would take my bros' backpacks and lock them in their lockers so they have to do the combination again to get it out.
You were the bully.
I would take their books and slide it down the hallway.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
I remember this one time. It was in middle school. I had those athletic pants that were button up on the side, and you could. It was and one ones where breakaways where you could fold
windbreakers, right? Or no?
Well, they're not windbreakers.
Windbreakaways.
No, that's not.
No.
Close, but it was for basketball. But I wore them to school one day, and these two guys were carrying me. Two had by my arms and two had me by my legs. Were carrying me. They took me into the bathroom, and then my pants just split open, and then I'm in my boxers, and they're like, "Oh shit!" and just dropped me on the floor, and I was humiliated, and I definitely never wore the pants with the buttons ever again. I could never, maybe today I wouldn't mind because if someone ripped my pants off, it's all right, now I'm in my underwear. But when you're in middle school, you got some kids older than you carrying you, that was screwed up. Those are the pants, yeah.
You gotta get the pants with the zippers on the knees. So you
I got those, man.
Shorts.
Those are my fishing pants.
Those still hold up.
Yeah, but then if you ever take them off,
thing.
You might lose them and you never connect them again. They just become permanent shorts.
I had some bright yellow ones when I was a kid. I should find the pictures of them. Super just bright yellow, cargo pants with the the zipper. Yellow, dude. It was insane. Parachute pants.
That's why you need the cargo, because then you can throw them after you unzip them into the pockets.
Cargo pants, I think, are underrated. People are wearing leggings. What's it good for? Showing your ass? You need pockets. You need to be able to
tight.
This pocket right here, man.
You don't even need to carry a purse with cargo pants. Women's purses. It's a useless industry with cargo pants.
What's this?
Give them all a pair of cargos.
What's this? Is this zipper? Is this extra pockets in the bottom?
No, those are zips. I'm not sure what you do with them, but that's very similar to the pants that I had when I was a kid.
It's for when you don't skip leg day and your legs just start getting too big.
It's like construction worker pants. Bright yellow.
Oh man. Speaking of construction workers, you guys ever see that episode of Trailer Park Boys with the piss jug cannons?
The piss jug cannons. So they're just launching
piss jugs,
milk jugs
full of trucker piss. Trucker piss, man.
And they're smoking people with it.
Holy fuck, this thing's awesome. Corey, what'd you say it's called?
You guys ever piss in a jug?
Jug? Gatorade bottle, yes. Not a jug, though.
Never a jug.
You never pissed in a Gatorade bottle?
Yeah, the ones with the twist tops and it has the little thing you gotta suck out of.
No, regular. Well, like a Powerade.
Oh.
32 ounce, man.
You guys ever poop outdoors as an adult?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I have, man, but I got a core memory of my dad shit in the woods when we were camping one time.
Dang.
He went and sat over a log. We saw a wolf that day, dude.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's sweet that like when you're younger or like when there's little kids, they're so curious of like the parents being naked and shit. That shit's funny as hell. They're like, what's going on? Like,
Dude, there was one time I was in
can't do that.
Evergreen, Colorado. It's right into the foothills. And I was there with my friend J Law. Shout out to J Law. I told him about the podcast right before this. We recorded. I was talking to him on the phone. I was like, I don't want to get too much on a tangent, but he was a massage therapist. And I was like, how do I massage myself? That's why I called him. And he basically told me that you can't really massage yourself because you're like using muscles, you're compensating on one side, and you're using your own nervous system basically to massage yourself. So bad idea, kind of. You're not going to get the same relief as if you were to actually go to a massage therapist. But me and J Law went to where?
I don't know. What?
Oh, Evergreen, Colorado.
Okay.
And we were walking in town, and it's like all little shops. There's like no gas station. It's like all little shops and like not public bathroomy type of thing. And I had to shit. And it's like a one street town, like through the mountains. And actually the lake down there in Evergreen, elk will be walking in the lake. And I was right in Main Street down there walking around, and I had to shit so bad. And I went across the street and I went up the mountain a ways, and I was shitting on this. It was like a log that was like a Y, so it was like a perfect seat. And I started shitting there, and then I look up about 100 feet up the mountain, and there was a road right there, and a car was driving by. I thought I was like hidden, but I'm like shitting down the hill from these cars that are just driving by.
Oh man,
You got a lot of
Yeah,
shit stories, dude.
is this where you shit
I
right here,
got-
dude? This mountain?
Enough shit stories. It's further down, not too far, probably
Never
about a
enough.
half mile down is where, and then up the hill is where I shit. If you really want to see where
that's
You
all.
should
gotta scope
go.
this out.
you should go, go down in the middle of town.
Which
like-
way? This way is town.
Yeah, that way. Yep.
Yeah.
It's into town there, left.
Which like
Nope.
through here.
Yeah, there. Yep.
Where-
A little bit more.
This is-
About there. Now right. Up that hill.
What, up here?
No, yeah, well, no, up there, the mountain. So right in front of you.
Oh man, we can actually get over there.
Yeah, and I
Right
climbed
there.
up that hill. I was shitting. It looks a lot smaller than it was. It was a mountain.
Oh man.
But sometimes you just have to shit, and it's like, am I gonna shit my pants in public? Or I mean, they don't. Maybe I could have found a public bathroom and not shit in semi-public, but sometimes you got to
There's no
make things
shame.
work.
There's no shame in the sweet release, you know. You gotta release the pressure somehow. Can't let it build up in there. It's toxic.
All right.
You gotta take care
Hey,
of yourself. Self-help.
I had never heard of this, but have you guys heard of a bumpy cake?
Oh yeah.
Tell us about bumpy
Love
cakes,
'em.
Dan. They're back.
They're like ho-hos. And if you know what ho-hos are, you're set. But if you don't, there's like a creamy part, a little creamy custard maybe, chocolate cake, chocolate frosting on it, but like a thin amount of frosting, not like a usual cake where it's a fuck ton of frosting. It's pretty nice.
What
A
makes
little moist chocolate creamy cake.
what makes a cake a
Ooh.
carrot cake?
I love carrot cake. I love vanilla
weird.
buttercream.
Vanilla buttercream?
This is something that I wouldn't make a habit. I might have this once every 6 months.
I've never
Carrot
had
cake
one.
or a bumpy cake.
I've never seen them before. And is
Dang.
it actually a ho-ho on it, or is it a faux
No,
ho?
it's just ho-ho like, as if a ho-ho was a whole
Ooh.
cake.
Damn. Honestly, bumpy
I
cake
can't
looks
believe you guys
next
never
level.
had that shit. It's nice.
Is this,
Comes
a,
like
is this like a
low-
Michigan thing?
Right. It seems like a local delicacy.
Maybe
This
Saunders
is
yeah.
this is straight up a ho ho, man. On top of a cake.
That'll get you.
That'll get you. It'll get you diabetes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you look at that, and I'm just like,
It'll get you
there's
going.
basically no
You gotta have a
value in
bathroom
that
ready.
other than mouth pleasure. It's
Oh,
only doing bad for you, and it's for the mouth pleasure for the moment.
No, it's
know what I
mental pleasure, dude. It helps
Mental
your mind.
pleasure.
You
Endorphins.
get stressed out, you gotta taste a little treat.
Probably serotonin.
Get right.
Get right with the cake, man.
Did you have dessert for your after dinner?
I have not yet. Got an Oreo. Oh, today's my birthday.
Ooh.
That's right.
Happy birthday, Lidge.
All right, here's
Happy birthday.
here's what my dad posted on Facebook for my birthday. He's just put it's my birthday and then day of the week. How long ago?
Ooh.
Right. And for some reason, he included here leap year : no. Why?
Smart guy. Smart guy.
But what? Who gives
He's
a
thinking
shit?
about things.
If
He's thinking about lots of things.
I'm a millennial horse Gemini. All right, and May 23rd is the 143rd day of the year.
I could see you being a horse because like this
In
pod,
leap years.
you're kind of the workhorse of the producing the pod.
Weren't you born? Were you born in
I wanna
91?
ride you.
91.
You're not a horse then. What's well, horse
I'm a
is
91
charismatic
rat.
and beautiful. No, I don't think you're a rat because I think.
Oh, I'm a sheep. I'm a sheep. I'm a goat.
Okay.
You're
I think
a ram.
I think we looked this up. But yeah, horse. That means I'm beautiful and charismatic. So
Dude, horses are scary. I don't like horses. I like animals. Horses, I don't like that.
I'm with you, dude.
Horses
I
are
actually
fucked up. They'll
I
kill
went to
you.
a psychic one time,
They will eat you.
and she told me that I was killed by a horse in a past life.
like you stomped in your head or what?
I think it kicked me in the chest, and I died.
How did she figure that one out?
I don't know, but she also told me I would have a bunch of daughters, and I have no kids. So she might have not known, but I've always kind of been afraid of horses.
Oh.
It's because you didn't have the daughters. You didn't die from the horse kick. So it's
Dude,
It
I'm
was
a-
it was a
it's a give
prophecy.
and take.
What
Yeah.
what animals are you guys afraid of? Because I'm a little afraid of like chickens. Because when I was a kid, we'd go to the chicken farm all the goddamn time, and I'd like stick my fingers through the fences, and they bite me. So
I'll tell you what I think about poultry.
what do you think
Here's
about
the
poultry?
thing, I want to fight a goose, but it's honestly not just one goose. I want to fight 3 geese.
A gaggle.
Yeah, a gaggle of gozens,
A gosling, yeah, is a baby goose.
a gaggle of goslings. Actually, no, full-grown geese, and they're doing that to me. Dude. I go out. I'm on the river trail. I hiss at them.
I hate these things.
Dude, I want to fight. Like, I want these geese to aggress me, and then I will take them down. Like, this is my strategy. You grab that thing by the head, you freaking whip it. That's how you take down.
What's
a
the
goose.
worst it's gonna do to you? You know what I mean? You have
You're not
nothing to be
afraid of the
afraid
goose.
I think if you grab it by the head, you're gonna get cut up by its little feet, man.
Oh no, you're
It's got
swinging it. You
talons,
give it
yeah.
one whip, koosh, dead.
Dude, I
You
saw
whip
one.
that thing.
You just swing it around, whip it around like a
Right.
helicopter.
I
hit
saw
the
I
other
saw
one
one
with
once
it,
that got
like
hit by a
chain.
car, dude, and its head was just hanging down. It was
Ooh.
it was fucking sad.
It's
Okay?
probably good eating, dude. We got to
No,
get
dude,
on board.
you're not
with
eating
the-
Canadian geese, man. That's just
I've
trash.
had goose jerky.
Yeah, but like
Some recently.
a good goose.
What's trash about it?
Not a Canadian goose. They eat shit.
They're like fatty.
Do
A
they
lot of
actually
animals eat shit, dude.
I don't know, man. They survive off. Like,
Chickens eat shit. Pigs eat shit. We eat that. Like
someone's got to stop
Dogs
the old
eat shit.
people from
dogs
bringing
eat shit. We eat dogs.
bread to geese and ducks at the parks, man. Like there's signs all over that say don't feed the ducks, but these old
Yeah,
people
don't
they'll
carbo
like
load those birds. They get aggressive.
they'll bring out like 3 loaves of bread and just drop them.
Keep the birds on keto diets. Strict.
I mean, if you feed them straight worms, that's keto, right?
It's gross when dogs eat shit, and then they come in and they're like happy to see you. And it's like, dude, your mouth literally has shit in it. Like, get the fuck away from me.
Don't let them.
Sometimes
eat
you
shit,
don't
man.
know. That's the best part.
Sometimes
You
what?
Find out. You don't know that it happened. Then you find out.
They lick you with
sweet.
shit on. Oof.
Well, that's that's why you don't let dogs lick your face.
Ooh.
Come on. You know what you do, Lidge, with your dog.
I
You
don't.
give her a little kiss. She kisses you a little bit.
No, I don't do that. That's white people shit, dude. That's like a stereotypical white people thing. You like will open mouth kiss a dog.
Ooh.
That means you don't love your dog.
Okay.
You gotta let him get in there. Form that bond, you know?
This is kind of weird, but I'm sure people can relate to it. It's just something that goes probably unsaid. I went for a run today at lunch, and I had a really good run. I did a sub 9 minute per mile 5K. Second
Damn.
time this year. So I'm making good progress this
Cruising.
year. But I get back and I'm still at work because it was on my lunch. And I couldn't sit in my chair because I work from home in a computer desk. I couldn't sit in my chair because I'm gonna sweat the shit out of it. It's a brand new lazy boy manager's chair, so I'm not
Jeez.
gonna sweat in it. I'm standing up, and then my cat gets on the chair behind me, and he's like sniffing my ass because like, I was out running and it's like I'm freshly stanking.
Great.
And you got animals and they're sniffing you sometimes.
You
and
consider
like, what are you sniffing for?
wiping your ass before you sat down?
The pheromones, bro. Your
Right,
anal
or at least.
glands.
Oh no! Hopefully, I'm not expressing my anal glands.
Just gotta use. This is what dude wipes are for, Bill.
It's a bidet.
Sponsored by.
Dude, you have a
Yeah.
bidet, dude. Like, what are you talking about?
Well, it's not that my ass smelled like shit. It was just like probably sweat because I
you
just
come
got
in
back
after
from a
the
run.
Yeah, go straight to the toilet and spray your ass. So
You think so? That's a good move. It would
why
cool me
even
down.
have the bidet?
I was so hot, I'm like sweating. If I just go sit on the bidet and then it's like just cold right at my butthole, where the rest of my body's like hot.
Oh,
You can buy like little water bottle caps that are like a personal bidet, so you can portable bidet.
Ooh,
You gotta check those out. Pretty sweet.
portable bidet.
Screw it onto any water bottle and douse yourself down.
What if you could like do something like with a crank where you had a portable bidet and then you cranked it up to do the pressure and then you kind of have like a little squirt button and you squirt it. I mean, you could sell it. You could make $100,000 off that for sure.
Just get like a plant water squirt bottle. Just
right, just a squirt bottle.
hold up 1 second.
So, what shows you guys watching right now? Movies?
None. I'm
Dan.
no.
I don't.
Dan.
I watched Dune 2.
Dune 2, man.
That was pretty sweet.
Chalamet. What do you think of Chalamet after watching that?
I don't think anything of him. I don't get why everyone loves that guy. It's funny to see him play like Willy Wonka.
Willy Wonka's
then
like literally
do
a wizard
this.
in that movie. He's got magical powers. I don't think that was in like the original movie's canon.
That's too bad.
In the new one though, he can like kind of fly, and I don't know, man.
I thought it was a good movie though. I know like
Wonka or
there's
Dune?
a whole thing Dune
Yeah.
that like Timothy Chalamet was all about Shanti or Zendaya, whatever, right? And then it's like they made that into like a love thing, and I don't think it was like that in the books,
Is it not?
where she's like all pissy and like.
I mean, as far as I know in the books, he marries the other girl, right? The emperor's daughter.
Yeah, but they show her like Chani being like pissed, and that was funny as hell. Because it just seemed like out of place, I guess. Like, oh, like what is she gonna get revenge on him? Like oh shit. But I liked most of the movie. The one thing that killed me though is like towards the end when all like the battles and shit are going on. There's like one scene where they're like flying over the town, and it just looks like the worst CGI ever. Like they got like another studio to like make it. And it just looks so out of place and bad, and I was laughing at that.
What did you
But it was
think?
a really good movie.
What did you think of the final fight choreography?
I think in the book he like gets stabbed with a poison blade, and instead of that, they kind of like made him get stabbed twice. Which he does get stabbed, and they didn't like focus on him being able to like focus on the wound and like make it so he doesn't like bleed out and shit. I guess it's implied, but it was cool. They did like real quick karate and shit.
If you didn't know, in the Dune world, there's a lot of stabbing because they can't shoot bullets because everyone's got vibrating armor, like shield armor.
They didn't even show him put the armor on in that last fight.
Yeah, in the original movie, they're fighting. They got like the block armor on, right?
Yeah, one of the old movies looked fucking crazy when they put the armor on. It looked like Tron shit. It was sweet. It was like trippy though.
Yes.
I think they did a good job though, like summarizing it. It seemed like a lot better than the first movie.
First one had big worms in it.
Oh yeah. This one, the second one has small worms. You can see a small worm.
There's lots of worms.
Tangle someone up.
My big question:
they're mechanical. Why are they mechanical worms?
They're not
real worms. I thought they were mechanical.
What are you talking about?
They're not mechanical worms like Elon's tunnel builder.
Oh,
okay.
No.
They're all natural.
But like the crazy shit in this movie is that like the people that live on the sand people basically can ride the worms, but when they're riding the worms, for some reason the worms always stay like 10 feet above the ground,
It's because they're like lifting up their little scale pouches, and when that
Yeah, but,
happens, like sand would get in there. So then they try to stay above the sand, or else they're gonna like take
that-
the sand into their worm bodies.
Is that how it's explained in the book? Because like I just don't get how they don't dip below and everyone dies.
Yeah, I mean, just like even running into shit, or they just like turn and roll over. Like, why don't they just like do a barrel roll? I guess they just don't even notice the people are there, and they just feel that open part of their scale and stay up. Yeah, it's kind of weird, but
I just
it's convenient. It's a convenient method to travel and battle. So
but they were treating these worms like they were buses.
That's sweet.
yeah,
That's
they
weird.
drowned. They drowned the worms too, and I thought that was cool.
When? What? How can they drown a
To
worm?
get
There's
the
no water.
to get the sweet blue juice.
Oh yeah, the baby worm.
Yeah, they got to they drowned the worm.
The baby worm's
It's
got
like
the special
juice.
juice. That's pretty cool.
I think was there gonna be a third one?
I think so. Yeah. Well,
Because,
technically, the 1 and 2 are the first book, so
Yeah,
it ends
I
really
thought
weird,
that-
man.
I thought that like the mom had the baby, but I'm probably just thinking of the movie. I can't really remember the book that well.
There's a baby that was like half sandworm or something, and like this one of the
Ooh.
it's
I'm saying Paul's mom. You know what I mean? She's like in the second movie. She's like prego and talking to the unborn child.
So this is like fake Star Wars, basically.
well, Star Wars is based off this. This is older than Star Wars.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, why didn't Dune happen and Star Wars did?
The Dune movie happened because Star Wars did though. The book for this
Oh,
came
it's a
out-
book.
yeah, it came out in like the 60s.
Ooh.
So Star Wars is based off that, but Star Wars being popular, it got Dune made into a movie in '84.
Dune was a movie in 1984.
Yes, starring the guy from
Was it
Twin Peaks.
PG-13?
Janet Jackson.
I don't know, man. Dune. 19...
Janet Jackson?
No, it's got Sting in it.
Ooh. I was
Yeah.
actually there when Janet Jackson at the Super Bowl had her breast
Their
exposed.
show.
You were at the Super Bowl?
No, I was watching it, and that was before that was
Oh,
actually one of
yeah,
the
yeah.
reasons why they started doing live TV on a delay was
That was-
because of that Janet Jackson thing.
2004. That's 20
I'm not
years
sure,
ago.
but
I watched
I
it too, man.
remember
He did it on
I was
purpose.
there. I was there, dude.
When you say you were there, you mean you were watching it on your couch at home,
Yeah, on TV
Yeah.
when I was a
Like
little
ev-
kid.
like
and it
everybody
was
else.
Like,
it was the Super Bowl, man.
I didn't even know the significance of what this meant.
I just remember like seeing like Justin Timberlake literally moved his hand over and like knocked your boob open. It was definitely on purpose because it was at the end of the
Mhm.
performance. Like
It's
they'd already
fan
like
service.
paused
They
and
gotta
he reaches
do fan
over.
service.
Dude, they went viral before you could go viral. Do you think Tucker reported on it?
Back in 2004 when he was probably still working for MSNBC. Yeah,
Dang, he reported on that.
Tuck.
Tucker got fired from MSNBC, CNN, and Fox.
Because of the
Dang.
Putin thing.
No,
Back-
over the years.
He used to be on
Oh,
CNN.
because he worked at different stuff, yeah.
He was on CNN until Jon Stewart came on and said he was a joke and made fun of his bow tie, and he literally quit and became far right wing. It's the same. It's kind
Dang.
of similar to Trump's origin story, where Obama shit on him, then he ran for president.
Wow.
You know that about Tucker though?
No.
He hosted a show called Crossfire, where they just kind of pretended to debate.
I feel like Tucker is really inflammatory on a lot of stuff and it's hard to listen to.
And the Zins, dude, like shut up
But
about the Zins.
I like him. Just the idea of him I really like.
Con artist.
But a lot of his content I can't relate to. It's too like trying to be serious about these really serious scary things that are happening in the world, and I'd rather just kind of like I got almond butter upstairs, you know what I mean? Like I
Dude.
got to mow the grass.
Dude, Tucker's just like the heir to the Swanson Meat Company. Like he's a rich kid.
No
and,
way.
and he's just like LARPing to like you know his audience is like brain dead right wing idiots.
wow.
Like he's kind of, do you not know this about Tucker?
I know nothing about him.
He's
Really?
essentially the right wing
Same.
version of Anderson Cooper, rich as fuck.
He really looks like if a little boy grew up to be a man.
That's
You know what I mean?
Every man, okay.
But no, I don't look like a little. I feel like you don't look at me and think of a little boy. I don't think any of us. When you look at Tucker, he looks like a little boy,
He's got
Still.
baby face.
and his hair, it's just kind of like.
He always looks so confused.
That's great.
Oh,
I think
man.
his like narration and cadence and when he's talking is
Fake
why
as-
people like him probably.
so fake,
Sure.
man. It's so performative.
He's got the like the extra news voice going on.
That is amazing that he interviewed Vladimir Putin, though. That
And
is
that's-
something that's I feel like culturally
it's
significant.
fucking embarrassing.
That's crazy.
Embarrassing for America. Damn it.
Embarrassing for him to call
I
himself.
thought
a
it was really
journalist.
interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I felt
I
like
did
he
listen
was.
to the whole thing the night it came out. I listened to it.
You have respect for journalists?
I feel like he's not a journalist though. He's just doing propaganda for Putin.
That's all journalism.
Okay.
It is.
It's all propaganda.
Oh, yeah, sure, yes, it is. But not the best time to be saying that Russia's better than America because they have. He went to like a grocery store in Russia, which was like a French grocery chain, so not a Russian company at all, and just said, "Oh, this is so much nicer than anywhere in America," and it was like basically an Aldi.
So I wanted to ask you this last week was okay. There's the Palestine Israel situation. It's Muslim versus Jew, but obviously Jerusalem and all these places in Israel are Christian places, and Christianity is one of the biggest religions in the world. Why is it the Muslim versus the Jews? Where is the Christians in this conversation? And I'm speaking from ignorance.
Okay, well,
Not,
here we
not
go,
from a
man.
place of understanding.
In America, right-wing Christians only care about the Jews because in the Bible, the Jews need to be concentrated in Israel for the rapture to happen. It's
That's
fuck-
kind of messed up.
That's the truth, man. Look it up.
So that's why the West sides with Israel is because it's kind of like a
It's part of the lore, man.
part of the lore.
The Bible lore.
Weird.
But
But it's why are they so quiet? Like why aren't the Christians being like we're gonna beat the Muslims too? You know, the Jews versus the Muslims. Where are the Christians? And they're a
I
silent
think
partner.
like the Jews were like not given as much property initially when all that was like being formed, while the Christians were given like a lot more land and opportunities. So they're happy where they're at, you know. Why would they like stick up against the Jews when they were given something more than what the Jews were given? I don't really fucking know.
they've got holy sites for all three of the religions there. So I mean, it's just the Christians are the super minority.
I feel like the Jews
The
have been
Jews.
persecuted more than a lot of different castes of people, and I feel bad for the Jews. You think about World War II, and like, you know, it probably doesn't make sense in the scope of Israel and them fighting and free Palestine. You know, I don't think that probably confining people to this one space is healthy either. That's the ticking time bomb, right? Clearly, literally a bomb, right?
Yeah,
Actual bombs.
I feel like they should just have an election and see if they reelect Hamas and see what people say. No,
They've been at war since like the 90s or some shit. So I mean,
they've
this
been
is
at
like
war
a
since
never-ending-
1947.
The 40s? Fuck.
Yeah, after World War II, they kind of went over there and colonized, and took the land that said that was historically theirs because the religion lore said so.
The worst part of it is that it's a desert and it's like a shitty place to live.
Yeah, it's not even nice. It's not.
Like there's so many more nicer places to live. You could have 10 acres somewhere, you make your own food and nobody bothers you. That's what America's good for, I feel like.
That's not
You
a
know,
thing anymore here.
Burger
either, though.
production.
The dream is alive.
The dream is not alive. You know anybody getting 40 acres and a mule? Nobody.
I know to zero, but the dream's alive.
That don't stop me. That'll never stop me.
So anyways, I'm watching speaking of shows we're watching. I've been watching this show called For All Mankind, and it's fucking sick. It's like I think that Apple TV has done something where like they're so bad at marketing, it's like reverse marketing because there's 4 seasons of this show, and I just found out about it like a week ago. Okay,
Wow.
and it's a sci-fi show made by Ronald D. Moore, the guy that made Battlestar Galactica, made Star Trek: Next Generation. So he's good. He knows how to make a sci-fi show. But the concept for this show is it starts out like they're all watching the moon landing, and like the astronaut comes out and he's speaking Russian. So it's like a twist where Russia landed on the moon first, and like it's kind of like a real life fan fiction to see how stuff would have changed. Like for example, Ted Kennedy becomes president after Nixon doesn't get reelected.
So it's aliens, but it's in the past.
It's not aliens at all.
Oh, it's the Russians on the moon?
That's real Russians on the moon. Yeah,
I thought the aliens landed and they speak Russian.
What are you talking about? No, it's real Russians on the moon.
Oh, they find them or they knew they were there?
What are you talking? Okay, no,
The moon's
listen.
natural
Instead of Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong landing on the moon first,
Oh.
the Russians land on the moon first. Then Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin land on the moon, but they actually crash land and almost die.
I feel like it's unlikely that we actually went to the moon and brought people back alive.
I think the most impressive part is actually getting off the moon. Like that's getting there seems like it'd be a lot easier than getting off and coming back.
And what about the radiation belt that they had to go through?
They talk about all that on the show, man. They got this
So it's fine to go through the radiation belt.
Maybe they got some lead in their ship. I don't know, man.
Dude, here's the thing. When I was 16, I had a 250 gigabyte. What is it? iTouch. What was the thing called? iPod. Oh,
iPod.
250 gig iPod. Okay, this is 50 years before that. No computing power. They had 5 megabytes probably sent them to the moon.
64 kilobytes of RAM, dude.
How are they mapping this trajectory?
No,
And then,
dude, we should be asking is why do we suck so bad we can't keep doing it now?
Nobody can. Nobody has. It was a psyop, dude. Nobody's been back. This
Yeah,
long.
what does Buzz
You
say
fully
about it in his
fully
interviews?
believe in the Interstellar thing where it was propaganda to beat Russia. We never went to the moon. That I think we probably did, most likely.
You think we sent people to the moon?
Yeah, yep.
I think we didn't.
Listen, dude, how mad Buzz Aldrin gets when people say he didn't go to the moon, that's enough evidence for me, man. He swings on people, like, still.
Probably because he's sick of hearing it.
Yeah,
and it's also that's part of the psyop. That's
Yeah.
to convince you that he's so serious about it.
God damn it. Everything's a psyop, man.
Yeah.
Did you
They
watch?
brainwashed
Okay,
him to thinking he went to the moon. So
you guys, Dan, you guys watched the Terrence Howard on Joe Rogan?
listen to it.
He just tried to disprove gravity.
That's what I was saying. Gravity is like buoyancy, actually, and
Ooh,
gravitational
that's a good way to look
forces.
at it.
Like, how do you know it's gravity? Not, it's like a buoyancy kind of thing going on.
I saw it
But
on
he was
TikTok.
saying it's like
man.
electromagnetic waves and
He was saying
frequencies
crazy
and
shit.
that.
Okay, he just kept
He
saying
was just parroting based off another dude's like research. So
he was talking about his patents
Right.
for stuff and like just saying the craziest shit to explain stuff.
yeah,
It's
he's
like
got a whole team to work with him. So I don't doubt that it's just not all him, but because he's got the money and has had the money to promote all that and get everyone to work together for his sake. Yeah, it's crazy to hear him talk about it, like you said though, because he speaks very interestingly about it all, and with he's like so full of himself. You know what I mean? Like,
he has his own new periodic table. What?
it's not his. That's based off another dude.
Oh,
Because he's saying instead of like the elements themselves, it should be based on their tone.
Almost like when you're dreaming and you're falling and you hit the bottom and you wake up.
Mm-hmm.
That was my first memory, but I didn't wake up here. I was inside my mother's womb. And I was about maybe 6 months inside the womb. And I'm like, okay, don't forget I'm here. Okay.
So he's saying he remembers being in the womb right now. Okay.
Don't forget.
So
don't
he's
forget,
just,
don't
this is
forget.
proof
You
he's
go to
smarter
sleep.
than everybody in the room.
You're fucking trolling, right?
He's cosplaying.
You better be trolling, Dan.
No, he thinks that way.
Yeah,
and I
he
believe
thinks-
him.
Incredible.
Oh my god.
He's incredible.
How are you
It's-
going to debate his memory?
I think
That's his
I
memory.
think well,
He can prove it,
people
he
make
can't.
shit up, man. I don't know, dude. The
he
young,
believes it. It's not made
younger
up.
people nowadays are doing a thing called shifting, which can also be described as having an imagination.
Ooh.
They shift into different realities. If you like,
So
I'm
I'm gonna-
joking for like 4 hours and I'm shifting for the other 2. Then I go to bed.
I'm going to slightly change the topic. Okay, it's kind of with gravity.
Please.
So think about electricity and how it goes through, our wires in the house, and it's positive and negative, attractions, right? Isn't it negative ions that go through or something? Anyway,
Bill, you inspected my house, dude.
yeah.
He's not a fucking electrician.
You
though.
better know what you're
Still.
talking about.
So there's positive and negatives, when you have two terminals, a positive and negative terminal, it's passing through. Okay, you think about magnets, and there's a positive and a negative, and they attract, right? So why do we power everything with electricity when we probably could be powering with magnets? Because it's
do
plus
magnets
and minus,
actually
it goes
have?
through. There's power
I don't think
in
that's.
magnets,
I
right?
don't think that's how magnets work, man. We gotta ask ICP.
I mean, there's power in electricity. There's power in magnets. There's a way to make it work. We just don't know how. Right?
Neither does Violent J, dude.
That was it, really.
I don't. All I know is that magnets. That's not the same thing. There's no way.
Well, it's not the
you'd be
same
shocked
thing.
by a magnet if it was fully charged, but with something, you know.
But you can't deny that there's power in magnets.
Magnets
So,
versus electricity. Let's just look this up.
I think a good idea is like doing a model where you have a car stationary, like with like a crane over it, and then have a magnet, and then
Pull
you
it?
have like the positive, and yeah, it won't move by itself like that. Like that's just like a simple kind of
So like
theoretical explanation, but
you guys ever see like those pictures of like a guy putting a magnet in front of his sailboat to pull the sailboat? Is that what you're talking
yeah,
about?
that's like what I'm saying. Yeah.
That doesn't work.
what if you had it on a drone? So it's not attached to the structure. You could pull it with a drone, right? If the magnet was on the drone, you could. Right?
No, man.
Yeah, you could pull it if the magnets were strong
No.
enough on a drone and the drone's trying to fly away and it's pulling it, you could. But it's because it's attached to the structure, you can't.
You're talking. Okay, this is what you're saying right here, right?
Yeah.
That way won't work. But
Like,
but
why
if it was
doesn't
a
it work?
drone,
But why doesn't it work?
Why would it work if it was a drone, man?
because it's pulling away. The stick right there is not actually pulling.
Drones last for like 20 minutes.
Well, we're talking, a theoretical power station using magnets. But there's a way because there's power in magnets.
All right, you look into that, man. You
I'm just saying, put a little seed in someone's head.
start powering all the boats with magnets like this.
Look into magnets is all I'm saying.
You just
I'll
put the
check it
magnet in front of the car, and the car will
Yeah,
go.
that's what I'm saying. Why doesn't it work? Damn it.
Anyways, it's For All
We need it
Mankind
to
show.
work.
Pretty good. Stars Joel Kinnaman. If you ever watch Altered Carbon, he's pretty good at sci-fi. He's Rick Flag in both Suicide Squad movies. He's good. He's one of the pilots. Becomes the head of one of the top guys. It's basically a NASA show.
There's something
Did you
about
watch
sci-fi.
like the Stargates?
Did you watch Stargate?
I've seen every episode of Stargate, man.
Is
course.
it better than Stargate? Or
Actually, I was wrong. This show's not the same creator as Stargate. It's the same creator as Battlestar.
Oh.
But I've seen all of Battlestar
that's
as well.
the same thing.
No, it's not. Stargate's got aliens.
mind-
Battlestar's got AI robots. No,
How are there this many Star Wars knockoffs that I don't know about? The Goonies? I've
it's
never
not
even seen
Star
that,
Wars
but
at all, man.
it's
These
like
are Star
Star
Trek.
Goonies.
These are Star Trek knockoffs, not Star Wars.
You never seen the Goonies, bro?
I've seen the Goonies.
So Star Wars and Star Trek are like the two. Star Trek's like the super nerd, and Star Wars is more like the main.
No, listen. Okay,
Explain
this
this
is
to
the
me.
difference.
Star Wars is
Star
for
Trek
normies.
is like it could happen. Star Wars is like, what if we had lightsabers? Okay.
Oh,
Star Wars
okay.
is
So
complete fantasy.
Star Trek's realistic.
Yes,
Whoa.
that's the idea. And
Portals and shit, bro.
so is Battlestar.
Was there ever any nudity in Star Trek? all of the
I don't
series.
think so, dude.
No nudity?
No, but there's like even less nudity in Star Wars. But Star Wars is like only for kids. Like Star Trek's at least for adults.
Yeah, I think they're missing out on
kids
some.
movie.
Star Trek is more about like philosophy and like talking about ideas. You know,
Hmm,
Star Trek is like, what if red lightsaber fought blue lightsaber?
right.
What if
I
good
think if
guy
they-
versus bad guy?
Had like a quad breast woman. She has 4 breasts.
I think there's a
and-
3 boob woman. No, that's
No, 4.
that's Total Recall.
like a cow.
I'm thinking about Total Recall again. Damn it.
Yeah, Total Recall is good movie, man. The remake not so good. The Colin Farrell remake not good. Have you seen Total Recall? It's a movie where Arnold Schwarzenegger goes to Mars.
No.
A
Like
long
in
time
a
ago.
spaceship?
It's called Total Recall because like essentially you can go to a company that implants memories to make you feel like you went on vacation.
Ooh.
But the twist is
Neuralink.
they wiped his memory because he was like a secret agent. That's a major spoiler for Total Recall, but it's pretty good.
It's too late.
Yep.
Do you think that Arnold Schwarzenegger has small testicles because of all the steroids?
Dude, I don't care how small his nuts are, man, because
his thighs are so big they're crushing him. So they gotta be.
To me, his nuts are huge. You know, his nuts might be physically small, but he's got huge nuts.
They're
I mean, you
dense.
could.
Yeah.
I almost rather him have no nuts, like he was castrated, like just as nuts because of some reason, whatever, than to have really small nuts. I would almost rather him have no nuts than tiny little baby little beans. Just get rid of that shit, and you can say, I had cancer. Beat it.
Arnold's a hero, man. Even if he had a
I'm
kid with
self-prescribing
his nanny.
cancer.
Okay, so
I'm shifting my nuts.
Bill, you're saying that women aren't attracted to wizards.
Yeah. So
Why-
this is the thing. I was just thinking, we
They look like
glorify
grandma.
wizards as men. It's like he's a wizard. It's like something amazing. You think of Gandalf. You think of
Santa.
Dumbledore.
No,
Santa.
you guys are thinking of fucking shit wizards. This here is Zeddicus Zu'l Zorander. Okay, Zeddicus Zu'l Zorander he's a wizard of the First Order. All right, the grandfather of both Richard Cypher and Jennison Roll. All right, now this is a fucking wizard right here. Okay,
Does he do spells?
yes, man, he shoots fireballs and stuff. It's sick.
Okay. So that's the thing. No women ever look at these guys and think like, I want to bang him. Women do not want to have sex with wizards, but we
they know they're
glorify
celibate.
them. They're celibate.
They're
wizards.
beyond the sexual needs.
They are beyond that.
They
Wow,
just want to be
that's-
by themselves and have all the wisdom.
They
they
are
wanna
not
help
sexually
people.
attractive. Wizards are not sexually attractive.
Dude, you're
Incel
so wrong, man.
wizards.
Look at this is
Who's-
Zeddicus Zu'l Zorander. Look at that.
What even is
Boom.
this?
Okay,
What is this?
Okay, yeah, of course you guys don't know what Legend of the Seeker is. Maybe because it was a 5 p.m. Saturday show on Fox made by the guy that made Xena and Hercules.
Kyle XY?
Kyle, what the fuck is Kyle XY? Dude?
He had no belly button.
It's like an ABC Family show. Isn't that animated?
No, it's a real life. He had no belly button.
Well, the concept for this show is a guy's got a special sword and he's like a badass that's reincarnated over and over again, and this wizard kind of helps him out. It's a decent show. It's based on a book series called The Sword of Truth.
Do
Yeah,
you
we
guys
need
have
a
any
wizard
rebuttals?
love story.
Any what?
Rebuttals to women are not attracted to wizards.
I don't think you should generalize at all, dude. I guarantee there's like tens of thousands of women that are only attracted to wizards. Okay? That's
In the
all
whole
they're
world?
into. Yeah, absolutely.
That's not a very high number of people.
That's all you
don't
need.
ever- I never heard.
How
of a
many
woman
wizards
being-
are there?
It's very popular in popular culture, right?
Yeah, but would you say there's more than 50,000 wizards? No. So if there's tens of thousands of women attracted to wizards, that's
There's
more than
only-
only
There's only one Brad Pitt. Only
he's not a
one Bradley
wizard.
Cooper.
No,
I mean,
those are the
those
same
are
guy.
Those are the wizards to women.
No, those are
See?
just A-list actors. That's a
But
category
these are,
of man
these are
too.
the wizards that women want to have sex with,
Dude.
not actual wizards.
If you're
Buff
clearly
wizard.
not.
More buff wizard.
You don't know enough about Zeddicus Zu'l Zorander, then, man.
Okay, pull up a picture of Timothy Chalamet with his shirt off next to Zu'l Zorander.
Zeddicus Zu'l Zorander. Okay.
Pull up a pic of Timothy Chalamet
No.
next to that, and no girl is ever going to pick Zeddicus Zu'l Zorander.
He looks like he'd be on the cover of like a romance book, to be honest.
He's also the guy
but
that's
why
at the,
isn't he?
You guys remember when Aragorn and the crew are at the gate to Mordor at the end of Return of the King, and that guy comes out with the weird teeth? This is the guy.
Oh, he's the face or voice. I
Voice,
don't know.
yeah, the something of Sauron. Yeah, okay.
Mouth of Sauron. That's what it is.
I respect Chalamet, especially after watching Dune 2. Not so much after watching. He carried Wonka, man. He's got that, as the youth says, riz. Okay,
Ooh.
but his first movie, the first movie I remember he was in was Interstellar. He's the younger brother. He's young Casey Affleck. He's good in that too.
He wasn't in Signs?
Is
Is the kid?
he the kid? No, there's no way. kid
He wasn't the kid in Science, was
No,
he?
who's the kid in Science? Rory Culkin. That's Macaulay Culkin's brother.
Close.
No. No.
Oh,
All right.
it looks like him.
Not as handsome, but
It's just a white guy. I mean, they all look the same.
so I did think about this, and I don't want to get overly racial here, but
Here we go.
I was thinking today. Actually, I was on the phone with my friend J Law, and I just said, oh, it's because of talking about Portland and how the Indians were in Portland and how this used to be the Indians' home, and then we build our homes on top of it.
That's America.
Yep, and then white America is currently in its later stages, and that America is a melding of lots of races, and it's going to get less and less white as America goes on, I think.
There we go.
And so
Great
it's just-
replacement theory. Okay.
Well, is that what it is?
You're delving into the white supremacy theories here.
Well, I don't think that we're better. I just think that there's less white people.
You just think we're being replaced. You're not me. I'm not white, right?
I mean, I wouldn't even think about intentionally. I just think that based on the numbers, it's true.
No, that's like the
And
one of
white
the
people are
main
having less
right-wing
babies.
conspiracy theories, man.
White people are having less babies.
Everyone is.
I think that if we partner with Mexico, over the long term, we will eradicate the cartels, and we will bring a lot of people out of poverty by the power of capitalism. You have Mexico.
Are cartels not capitalism?
The cartels are the main problem why Mexico cannot be a good partner with the United States.
Because the FBI is controlling the cartels. Yes.
It's
I
just
saw Sicario. Bill, did you see Sicario, dude?
years ago.
There you
It
go.
was a good movie though. I remember it being good.
It is
Yeah,
good, dude.
Jessica Chastain, right?
No, it's got Emily Blunt.
Similar. I think I like Jessica Chastain better though.
She's the ginger version of Emily Blunt.
Yeah,
The
she's
blunt.
she's insanely attractive, right? Jessica Chastain.
I mean,
I feel like there's something about her that's a little bit Julia Roberts, where it's kind of like I don't know if
also
I'm supposed to be attracted to her. Oh, she's beautiful.
in Interstellar, right?
Oh my god.
She's old Murph.
She's beautiful.
Inter-
Jessica Chastain.
Interstellar, dude. She's the lady. She's the one that solves the everything.
Yeah, I think it's because she's so pale, and it looks like she would be a really good housewife.
She got a really, really late start in acting. She to me, she's the female version of Jeremy Renner. Okay.
Okay.
They didn't really blow up until they were in their 30s.
Oh no, she's hotter than that. Who's
not-
the guy from Europe? Super attractive, like handsome guy.
From Europe.
He's pretty buff. I can't remember.
What's he in, dude?
It's not Gerard Butler. He's a younger Gerard Butler.
What is he in?
I think Gerard Butler might be Australian.
What is the guy?
He's like in Bond almost. Like he's that type of guy where he's like in Bond.
He's not Bond.
He's
He's
not
like
Bond.
Daniel Craig, but he's not Daniel
Yeah,
Craig.
he's like Daniel Craig. I'm gonna look it up. Like Daniel Craig.
But not Daniel Craig. I'm looking.
Who looks like Daniel Craig?
This guy? Sam Worthington
no,
from Avatar?
that's not him. That's not him. We should find this because
You find it, dude. You
Yeah,
know what you're talking
tell
about.
me any movie this guy's in. Not a movie somebody else is in.
he was in Peaky Blinders.
Cillian Murphy.
No, he was a deep cut in Peaky Blinders.
It's not Cillian Murphy?
No, because he's like the main guy. He's deep in the cast. I'll find him.
Which one of these
You'll
guys
know.
is he right here, man?
It's not
Point
one
him
of the
out
main
on the
guys.
lineup.
Not one of the main guys.
Not what You're talking
Tom
about
Hardy.
Tom Hardy, yeah. You know the thing about Tom Hardy though, dude? Tom Hardy is like 5'7". Okay.
That ruins a
5'9".
little bit
5'9".
for me, but-
Yeah. They should never have cast him as Bane. Okay.
Pull up some pics of Tom Hardy.
No.
I feel like
He
this
was
is
Bane?
like
Holy
perfect for
shit.
Jessica Chastain. Tom Hardy.
There you go, dude. Look at this little guy.
Celebrity matchmaking right now. Yeah.
This little guy, dude. Look, they make him look so much bigger than he is. Like Batman's like 6'2", and Bane apparently is 5'9". Come on.
It's a movie.
Also in Star Trek, Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy played young Picard in Star Trek Nemesis.
He's not the bald one.
Oh, he is.
Oh, Picard's the bald one.
Yes. Look at this right here, dude.
No, it looks like Neo.
This is this beautiful man you're talking about right here, dude.
Is that Tom
Yeah.
Hardy?
Yes, it is. Look at this. Look at this
Wow.
guy.
Weird.
Twink Tom.
This is him, man. Looks a little different now, but there you go.
I like Tom Hardy.
Why?
I don't know. I just think he's ruggedly handsome.
You like you see Venom?
Was that movie good?
The Eminem song? Venom.
Venom. Didn't that come out for the movie?
Probably.
Yeah.
He's Venom, the superhero, anti-hero, former bad guy. Eddie
No,
Brock.
he's a superhero.
Eddie Brock.
They're
is-
making movies about villains. They're the heroes.
Yeah, they're making a movie about Kraven, starring the guy that played Quicksilver, who died in Avengers. Who
You
played
should look up
Kick-Ass.
Anya Taylor-Joy Crazy Eyes.
Nah, dude. Magic.
She's kind of got crazy eyes.
I don't understand any of these people you're talking about. It's just like all over my head. It's sweet.
You don't know you know Anya Taylor-Joy because you just watched Dune. Dune. She's the future.
I don't know
the-
people's names.
No, she's the.
Talking about
When you
Tommy
know when they
J-
jumped to the
Jimmy.
future and he had the blonde sister he talked to? That's her. Right? You remember
Oh,
that?
she was in like Unbreakable or Glass, whatever.
She
Uh,
played the girl
yes.
in the chess show on Netflix.
Queen's Gambit.
That was what really set her off.
She's in Peaky Blinders.
She probably is.
Yeah.
in Peaky
So this is
Blinders.
her as Magic, one of the coolest X-Men in New Mutants. She got a
Actually,
fucking
she is in
lightsaber
Peaky
hand.
Blinders. She's literally in Peaky Blinders.
Of course she is. She's in everything.
Can you pull
I
up a
just can't
picture of
keep
her with
track of
crazy
all the
eyes?
people's names.
She got crazy eyes right here, dude. Look,
No, let's get a pic of her crazy eyes.
got a little dragon
No.
on her shoulder there.
She's looking pretty Aryan right there.
Pretty. Yeah. She's a.
Uh-oh.
Dude, she might be. She's from Argentina, and that is where the Nazis fled to. Okay.
Tell me what the deal is with Latino women.
What does that fucking mean?
What do you
Why
need
are-
to know, Bill?
I want to know why they're so fiery and so spicy. I don't think I could deal with one.
She's a Latina woman.
Is she?
I believe half or something.
Yeah, I feel like who was it? Andrea, one of the
Yeah.
sassiest Latinas.
No, she was chill, dog.
What are you talking about? She was raised in
You're like, hell no, she's not.
Buenos Aires.
She was pretty chill.
She's cool. She's cool.
She was
I
in,
feel like
dude, every movie that Anya Taylor-Joy in is good. Like every movie
I-
she's in.
I definitely feel like if I hope that I get reborn with a life where I have a Latina.
Where I don't get killed by a kick from the horse.
Right.
Okay,
I think I
May
have a
that never
Latina in
happen
my
to me, God,
future.
please.
She was in the 5th and 6th seasons of Peaky Blinders, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, and Split and Glass. I knew something.
I didn't see Glass though. She's in Furiosa that
I
just
really
came out.
like those movies.
She's the young Charlize Theron in Furiosa.
Oh, furries. Nice.
Furiosa, dude.
Mad Max, Furry Road,
Did
Furries, Mad Max.
you watch the menu?
I get it.
This movie is
I
pretty
never
good.
heard of that.
It's like
It's got Anya Taylor-Joy in it.
yes. I'm
Wow,
on
what
her.
a surprise.
I'm
I'm
watching
on
it
her
tonight.
wiki right here. It's all these
Oh.
movies have her in it. Yeah, she's in a lot of stuff right now. Queen's Gambit. I never watched Queen's Gambit because I don't give a shit
Queen's
about
Gambit was
chess.
good.
She's gonna be
No,
in
it's
a
good.
remake of Star Wars.
What? What?
Are there lesbians
They're
in Star
remaking
Wars?
Star-
Dude, there's
Oh.
not even any straight people in Star Wars, okay? Like the whole concept is that Jedis don't have sex.
That's boring.
And when they do, it's a big deal. They, become fucking Darth Vader.
Oh no.
I never thought about that aspect of Star Wars. Yeah,
Old Obi-Wan Kenobi, dude. He's a celibate monk.
yeah. They always want to be secluded and shit. Let me be in my swamp alone.
Swamp. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
No, he's like drinking the milk from that.
No, we're not
creature in
not
the
talking
new
about that
movies.
bullshit, man.
So I mean, if that
Episode
wasn't
8.
sexual, I don't know what is.
He's drinking the blue juice. Ugh.
Yeah.
They
Water
sell
of
that stuff. I
life.
think True Moo's selling that blue milk for real.
Like, why did
Ugh.
they even add that in the movie? That shit was insane.
They could sell it.
dude. It's just they could sell a product.
Star Wars is like the same thing as like Transformers. Every single thing in the movies is just meant to just be sold.
Do they still make cool like movie kids toys? Because that was like this shit.
Dude, literally every single outfit change is sold as a toy. That's where
Dang.
George Lucas made the money for Star Wars, or from Star Wars.
Do you think George Lucas? How do you think he spent his money? Like, he's got a. He's dead, right? George Lucas is dead or no? He's
No.
alive. He's around.
No, he's
I
alive.
saw a video where George Lucas is a video camera and he turns into
Dude, here's
George
a-
Lucas.
Here's a video. This guy's making a documentary, and George Lucas just walks through the background.
That's staged.
Nope.
No
that Gabe
way,
He's just walking. It's George Lucas. He's just walking into the building.
dude. What a cool guy. George Lucas is insane because of how little swag he has, but like how amazing he obviously is.
Just like Gabe.
What if he
From
kissed
Steam?
his sister and you didn't
Yes,
know?
Gabe from Steam. Yes. Dude, looking back on it, episode 1 of Phantom Menace, not that bad. A little convoluted. Would have been better as a TV miniseries, sure, but a lot goes on in that movie, and it's the only one that I believe is written and directed by George Lucas, right? Or maybe episode 4 is.
I like those ones. I mean, I know everyone's talking about it nowadays apparently, but they had a lot more going on than the first ones that came out.
George Lucas. Yep. Okay. Wait, George Lucas wrote and directed episodes 1, 4, and 6.
Do you think that when he was
I
a
never knew
kid,
that.
he was bullied and called George Pucus?
Nah, dude. He was
Almost
probably.
guaranteed.
I think George Lucas was probably always cool.
You think so?
Yeah, he kind of blew up before Star Wars by making some.
That's a pretty good picture of him. He
His
looks
grandma called
dashing.
him Georgie.
pictures from 2009.
He's dashing it. He's got such good hair.
That was 15 years ago. Right here, THX 1138.
That was before he was dead.
This is
Is he dead?
No, he's not dead.
Well, then how
He's
old is he?
He's
Come on.
80.
Oh, Stan Lee's dead.
Stan
He's
Lee
in
yeah,
cryostasis at age 80. Got it.
Yeah.
And who is the guy from Playboy?
Larry
Hugh
William
Hefner.
Shatner.
No, yeah.
Hefner.
Okay, who was I thinking of? I think the other guy, Larry something from
Is
Hustler.
Hugh Hefner's sweet because he like publicly had lots of really perfect blondes that banged him, but they didn't want to for money.
He treated women well. Yeah, he was sweet.
Okay.
Velour robes and Viagra.
Yeah, I don't think he could get away with it. Like, I think he would be treated like Diddy. No.
No, I
Like
think
a
he had a pass.
superstar.
Hugh
Like a
Hefner had a pass.
No, dude. What?
He's got
So-
even more fame than when he was making music and shit. Oh, okay.
So Diddy's gay, no?
Yeah, absolutely.
Diddy's gay.
Oh, no, maybe not gay, but bisexual. He's like, I think he's like one of those. Like, there's that video where he's like, did I show this on the pod? Where he's like touching Mike Tyson's knee.
Yeah, you did show it on
Oh
the
yeah, the
pod.
thigh. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, I like sex, any kind of sex.
Ooh.
When can I can I have some right now?
I think Diddy just liked using his power over people. It doesn't really matter if they're man or woman.
Yeah, I mean, once you get so much money, what's money good for? So then you got to do some crazier shit and crazier shit. It's
you
like
get-
Epstein shit.
If you get enough
He's got
money,
it.
you can stomp a woman's face in 2016 and get away with it, like Diddy did.
I never drank Ciroc.
Never
pretty
got
sure
to that
that's-
point.
That's Diddy's vodka, no?
That's the
Ciroc?
key. That's the key to violence. Is Ciroc.
Oof.
I don't know.
I'll
how to
put you
spell
over the
Ciroc,
edge.
dude.
If you're having a bad day, don't pick up that bottle.
It's
You know what
owned
would be
by-
interesting
into
to
a
find
beast.
out is whether or not Ciroc, there's a higher likelihood of being raped if you're on Ciroc. And it's like part of the secret method that he like got it into the Ciroc was like,
Dude, Diddy
You're
is
gonna be a
all
little bit
over
more
Turns
the
you into a
wiki.
victim. It turns you
Yeah.
into a victim when you sit
turns you
there.
into a victim.
And everyone knows. Subconsciously.
Don't drink Ciroc.
Don't drink Ciroc.
It's being taken off the shelves, so buy it while you can.
All right, can you set us up for this
Stock up.
this video here, Dan?
Oh yeah, well, Lidge, you were talking about you want a low effort kind of thing going on, like, and you want to do ASMR. Well, here you go, man. This is you, man. You just gotta eat some Pete's.
It's like
Jesus
it's like
Christ.
there's too many sounds going on. I don't like it, man. I don't like
I
it.
love it.
I
Is
don't
that a
like it.
beer? Does he have a beer right
Does
there?
does he whisper or does he talk normal?
Yeah, we want.
feel like-
Oh, he's whispering.
Does
You
he talk
gotta
at all?
whisper because it's like too much gain, right?
His eyes are closed. He pours a.
You can't see. He's blind.
He's a whisperer.
Oh, here we go.
Maybe it's 5, 7 years old. Oh, the plastic is brittle.
I don't like this, dude. Okay, alright.
This
Well, I
is
mean,
awesome.
How many views that guy? That guy's got a lot
This
of
is the
subs.
100. He's got over 1 million subscribers.
Check it, dude.
Holy crap, he's super popular.
Yep. Morpheus
How long's he
ASMR.
been going?
Let's see.
The quieter you are, the better, because when you talk, it matters more.
5 years. He's only been doing it 5 years.
Wow, he's a king.
Some
Get
people
your
have been doing it
start
over
now.
10. He just
You
has
eat
like
taco.
a shitty blue Yeti hanging over his desk. That's all it takes.
Dang.
He must have a really quiet house because there's no background sound. Oh, man.
That's such a good idea because it's like you have to eat.
All
and
right.
might as well just like.
Yeah.
And now the opposite of an ASMR video.
Here we go.
In focus,
Joey's World Tour.
and we're gonna give it a shot. So here we go.
My head is
Half bite. A half taco bite.
Doritos Cool Ranch, man.
Those are so
Wow.
overrated, dude.
This is like from the
True.
taco god.
Those things are so
This is
fucking
so damn
overrated.
good.
I feel like they don't even taste like Doritos.
They
Not worth.
They probably put a little bit of
Cool
Dorito
Ranch.
dust on there.
And the lechuga and the cheese. The Aryan just swings in his mother.
The Slurpee's better than the taco. 100%.
When does he do the Slurpee?
What does he say
I'm
right
just
now?
saying, Slurpees are better than
This
Taco
mother
Bell
out.
any day of the week.
Okay, and let's give
Go
this
back
a
5
shot.
seconds.
And let's give this a shot. The Cool Ranch and the lechuga and the cheese. The Aryan just swings in his mother. Turn this mother out. Okay.
All right.
Yes.
That's Joey.
I would love to
We
meet
love
Joey.
Speaking of Joey, you got any stories about Joey?
Oh, I think I do have one.
Other Joey.
Yeah, you got to bring it back to why it even came about that you knew he was getting that on the computer.
Oh, TV.
Oh,
Did he like tell you that? You know, like I don't think we ever got to the bottom of
Did he
that.
tell everyone?
well, I'm sure he told everyone because how is anyone ever going to find out? But yeah, bought porn on his grandma's TV when he was he had been 10, 12.
And at
It's like
that time,
40
you don't
bucks.
know what's the repercussions of your actions. You don't know where that's going to pop up.
$40
That
pay per view. I do have a story I could tell about him. So we used to ride in his car a lot. We'd listen to Alkaline Trio and Brand New. For like years, we would we drove around. This is in high school, so 16, 17. And there was one time I lived on a dirt road, and we were going to my house, and he was like, "Do you think I could drift into your driveway?"
Like Tokyo Drift.
Yes.
Yeah, Tokyo drift into the
Guaranteed
driveway.
you can.
And that is my feedback. Yeah, of course you can. Yes, you can definitely drift into my driveway. So we were probably going 30 probably, and then do a 90-degree turn, and we overshot it, right? Because that's what happens when you're going too fast. Overshot it. We got over some stumps, and then there was like this post where we got his car stuck. He couldn't get out because it was stuck on a post. And we got out of the car and we were up on a hill and both of the doors slammed shut and the car was on and the doors locked. And his car is stuck in drive with the doors shut on in the front drive.
So
Joey,
guess what he did? He grabbed that rock. He already knew what he had to do. Yeah.
That was before the rock.
and they got fired on his first day again. God.
I have another story about my mailbox right there, but that'll be for another time.
Yeah.
Because I don't
You
want to
gotta-
ruin
you
all my
gotta
Joey
limit it
stories.
per episode. Yeah. That's nice though.
Yeah.
I had a funny kind of like drift story where when I was in high school, I was going in reverse like 20, 30 miles an hour. And then I was like, I'm just
Why?
going to cut it back real quick because it was like a 2-lane road. And I was backing up and I, like swung it. and just went like 180 degrees. And I was like, that was sick. I'm the best driver ever. I'm going to keep doing cool driving shit. And then I ran over the curb and knocked over a sign because it was wintertime. And yeah.
And you drove off.
And the faculty was like asking, because they knew people that would like be at the school at that time. So they asked everyone, did anyone hit the fucking sign? And I'm like, no. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean,
But I fucking hit that sign and just completely ripped off and just right in the snow. And I was like, well, I can't do anything about that.
Nice. You got to learn
That
your
shit was fun.
lessons when you're coming up driving.
You gotta learn physics somehow. Close calls, that'll do it.
you guys ever do the donuts in the snowy parking lot?
Oh yeah.
A little bit.
I always thought it was better to go reverse if you're driving like front wheel drive car.
Dang,
I did
you're
this in
probably
my,
right.
I did this in my old 08
More control.
Corolla and really fucked up the bottom of my car though. They're not
Ooh.
like the things that are covering the under part of your car, they like ripped off. It's not meant to be driven backwards. Good time though.
Yeah, donuts are sweet, dude.
It's a good tip.
I haven't done donuts in a little bit.
Dude, you got the RAV now? Shit.
She dude. All right.
Did you want to do this vid and then we'll wrap up?
Yeah. Tell us
Okay.
about this this video here.
So I've been bowling for just over a year now, and I'm into it. I get up to the bowling alley and I'm by myself and I'm sweating. I'm
You
dripping
got bowling
sweat.
shoes, dude?
I do have my own bowling shoes, my
You
own
got
ball.
bowling glove?
No glove because I try and be a man.
You-
I don't want to be too decorated. You know, like a
had the wagon
peacock.
wheel.
But like the fingerless glove, just like a half glove on like part of your hand. Like
That is a thing. I probably should swag
Swag.
out a little bit more, but so I just watch bowling stuff on the internet, and obviously the USBC is the biggest bowling league in the world, and I just saw this that the USBC Masters title match was won by this guy I've never heard of, D-Ron Booker. I think what is notable here is one, that he's black, and two,
Boom.
how hyped the
Oh.
crowd is for him. When he had some really nice hits in this, he just won he didn't need to hit a strike there. He just won the USBC Masters, and you can see his dad there. I just loved this because it's like seeing I like to see this black guy own bowling. You know, bowling's like a white people thing, maybe a little bit of Asians. And like that he came out and won the Masters. I think he's the third or
crying.
fourth African American like major title holder for bowling ever. So
dude, that's Badlands Chugs. That's his cousin, bro.
probably
Badland
they're
Booker.
probably related.
They're not.
I
That's
just
the
really
same
thought
last
this was
name. That's
cool.
all I'm saying.
All right.
D-Ron
You ever
Booker.
watch Kingpin, dude?
Is that a bowling movie?
Yeah.
That's
Who do you
that's a
think you
movie.
are? I am. Watch that.
Right.
All right.
So I just wanted to celebrate D-Ron Booker and his accomplishment. I think that's historic to me. I think that was really cool because you got EJ Tackett, you got that guy, the white guy with the fro. There's a bunch of white guys. Belmonte.
He's just
That's
naming
boring.
bowlers, dude.
Honestly, that's boring.
You could be making
And
these
so
names
when I
up.
saw this, I didn't know this was happening. And this guy won the Masters USBC. I just thought that was really cool. Never heard of him.
This is also a USBC.
Dang. Is that a
Bazinga.
simile?
It's
Is
a
that a
metaphor.
simile?
Is that what a simile is? I think that's a homonym.
It's a parable.
A homonym.
No, isn't a homonym when it's forward and backward like race car?
No,
That's a palindrome.
That's a palindrome. A homonym is when it sounds the same but means something else.
Wow.
A homograph is when it's spelled the same and means something else.
Were you an English major?
No,
Yeah, so much
I
grammar
had
knowledge.
dude. We talked about my favorite teacher being Mark Shire, and he was an English teacher.
I'll tell you, I use a lot more semicolons because it makes me feel like I really know. Because it's like I have part of an idea.
Dude, you got
and
more
it's
than
like kind of a
Paused.
different idea after. The
Bill, you got more than
semicolon.
3 semicolons on the page. You shouldn't be doing that.
I'll throw a semicolon in here or there, and I don't feel bad about it at all. Actually, I feel kind of pretentious.
It's like flowers for
Yeah.
Algernon, dude.
I'm putting down semicolons every day.
Have you
Got
guys?
Are ya?
to.
Did
You
you
guys
guys?
semi?
You guys read Flowers for Algernon in middle school?
Never heard of it.
It's like the.
Is
But
that about-
I never actually read any of the books that were required.
It's
That's
it's
about people
it's,
with disabilities.
it's about like a low functioning like autistic guy that he takes like this medication to get smarter, and he slowly there's an episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia called Flowers for Charlie about this, and he ends up being a placebo.
What's eating Gilbert Grape?
That is unrelated. That is
Oh, I thought it was similar.
you're talking about
Sounds made up.
Leo.
Yeah, Leo, but he played a mentally retarded.
You saying semicolons made me think of Flowers for Algernon because he like learns how to use commas and he starts using the commas too much. And
That's funny.
it's like written from his perspective, so there's a lot of commas.
Got to put a comma before and if there's
If
multiple things.
Oxford comma, dude, it's important. Or you combine those last two of the three.
I don't know
you
what that
forget
means.
it.
An Oxford comma is when it's like 1, 2, and 3. You put a comma before the word and.
Oh, I see.
So that
Anytime
two
there's
and-
more than two things, you got to throw it on.
But if there was no comma, it would sound like 2 and 3 are together.
Oh, like you're
1,
adding-
comma, 2 and 3.
like gravy and mashed potatoes, chicken and gravy and mashed potatoes.
Yes, you would put a comma for the and there, unless the gravy and mashed potatoes are always together. Which that's kind of a terrible example of that, actually.
You got me fucked up on these commas now, dude.
All right, thanks for
I'll
watching,
never keep it
guys.
straight.
Uh,
Thank you.
Episode 9. We're trying to hit 83 views this week in 1 week. If you made it this far, you need to be hitting that like button. Comment down below. We're live on all platforms. Friday, 12:15. We need to mention that at the beginning of the episode is we go live Fridays, 12:15. You can count on us to be there for you on your Fridays. We know Friday is a great day. We want to share it with you and have fun with our pod. Fridays.
all right,
That's all I got.
thanks for watching.
Damn right.